What will Luffy Gear 4th look like? What will it be able to do? When do you think we will see it? Will we even see another power-up from Luffy? I think Luffy's Gear 4 will be. Keep in mind I've heard it all when it comes down to G4. My theory is strictly DF based and doesn't involve Haki to make this a reality. And also I'll tell you why he needs it. Most common G4 theory, Luffy will combine G2 plus G3 and wreck Sheet. All that is fine, but the technique would be stressful to Luffy's body. Also he would be faster, but he would still be a big target because of the large arms attached to him, and it would look extremely dumb in my opinion. Gear 2nd very fast, moderately strong. Gear 3rd very slow, extremely powerful. In the NW Luffy can't use these same attacks all fight long because they have drawbacks like I mentioned. So he'll have to strike the perfect balance where he can use G2 plus G3 combos without being a big target. Rubber compression and decompression and expansion. Hybrid Luffy. If we look at G3, it's basically expansion. My idea is the opposite. In my idea, Luffy will be able to compress the air in his G3 arm into his normal arm and make his power compressed, making him almost like Garp, where he doesn't need to stretch as much to be effective. In this form he could also use G2. So imagine Luffy using the speed of G2 and the power of G3 in his normal hands, or slightly bigger. The way I see him looking is like Nightmare Luffy, but more laner of Cousin not blue. Expansion on impact. When Luffy is in his hybrid compressed form, he can expand on impact and use all of his G2 and G3 techniques together in combos. Scenario 1 combo: Luffy throws a jet pistol versus Luffy. Luffy is about to dodge, but because Luffy's power is compressed, he expands his normal hand into G3, increasing his accuracy by 100% and messing with Luffy's observation timing because of the unpredictability. Scenario 2 combo: Luffy power is compressed, so he throws a Red Hawk at Luffy. Luffy is about to dodge at the very last second, and Luffy hands expand into a Giganto Red Hawk. The expansion would allow for the momentum of G2 to continue whilst he is in his G3 fist. Scenario 3 versus Swordsman: Luffy doesn't stretch at all because he has no need to. He just fights close range using the speed of G2 and the power of G3 in his normal hand. Or if he stretches his arm like he did versus Mihawk and Mihawk goes to sidestep and cut it off, he can expand it to make a swordman change up their gameplay. Summing up the scenarios, keep in mind all these scenarios are based off 95-100% accuracy. Even if one expanded arm misses, the other arm can be there to follow up. So the only way to beat Luffy would be to be extremely fast, because all of those unpredictable combos are too hard to dodge and predict. Base mode Luffy upgrade. Also, if this idea were to be true, I would like to see base Luffy decompress his body so he can use snake-like density to increase his base speed and unpredictability. He won't be able to throw punches in snake mode, but he'll use piecing attacks like snake shot. The attacks would be fast because his limbs and body will be extremely light, like one with the wind. And at the tip of his dense limb he'll have Haki on it. Gear 2nd upgrade. G2 upgrade isn't relevant to this theory, but I still decided to put it. Instead of pumping blood from 2 limbs, he can pump blood from all 4 corners of his body. And if he extended all his limbs back and used G2 on each limb, he could set all his limbs on fire for at least 2 minutes on land, and of course he has to protect his limbs with Haki. Let me sum up all the gear quickly in the future gear so y'all don't get confused. Gear 2nd blood circulation. Gear 3rd bone balloon. Gear 4th rubber compression and expansion on impact. Side note, all these ideas are simply based around energy conservation, since top tiers can fight for a long time. If Luffy can do G2 plus G3 the normal way, I'm sure it won't be for long, like 2 minutes max because of the stress. Also, I make Luffy power-ups very often. I just refine the idea and post it as a new thread. If you like the idea, add to it or leave feedback. Also, I would like to hear what you guys would like G4 to be, because Luffy will need a DF power-up sooner or later. Hockey ain't gonna cut it alone in closing the gap between him and the top tiers in a short period of time.